The Inca Trail is without question South America's most iconic mountain trek, a legendary 4-day journey across the Peruvian Andes in search of lost civilizations and archaeological treasures. There is simply no better way to experience Machu Picchu and the outstanding beauty of the Sacred Valley. But there are a number of things you should really understand about trekking the Inca Trail beforehand. Don't fall for these common mistakes and follow these expert tips to push your Inca Trail experience to the next level. Number 1. You must book your trek early. This catches many people out. Be aware that it's almost impossible to book a last-minute Inca Trail trek. This is because only 500 permits are made available each day. So to avoid disappointment, make sure you book a spot several months in advance at a minimum. And the earlier you book, the better, particularly for the dry season, which runs April through to September. Number 2, you must trek with a tour operator. You're not allowed to trek the Inca Trail on your own, so you will need to book your trek through a registered tour operator, such as with ourselves here at Follow Alice. This law was introduced by the Peruvian government in 2001 to help keep the trails and natural environment pristine and provide work for local people. If you are curious about traveling with us here at Follow Alice, feel free to check out our website for more information about our Inca Trail treks and wider Peru itineraries. We're here to help. Number 3, altitude sickness in Cusco. Since almost everyone doing the Inca Trail flies into Cusco, a city that is a whopping 3,399 meters above sea level, it's not uncommon to experience some mild altitude sickness when you first touch down. Light headaches, nausea, and loss of appetite are not unusual for the first day or so. So to avoid feeling a little yucky on the Inca Trail itself, it's important to acclimatize before you start the trek. So we strongly suggest spending 2 leisurely days and 2 nights in Cusco before starting the Inca Trail. Number 4, understand the challenge that lies ahead of you. The Inca Trail snakes its way through some very remote mountain landscapes, so facilities along the trek are extremely basic. You'll be camping under the stars without electricity, running water, or cell phone and internet coverage. This means no showers, no battery charging, and no communication with the outside world. While the trek is non-technical and widely accessible to all ages and abilities, it's still very challenging and does need to be taken seriously. You'll journey beyond 4,200 meters over some formidable mountain passes, so make sure you're well researched and prepare for the challenge accordingly. A physical training regime in the weeks and months before is key, and items like dry shampoo, wet wipes, and a power bank can go a very long way in the mountains. Most importantly, make sure that the tour operator you choose for your climb is reputable and experienced in what they are doing. Number 5. Tour operators vary in quality. Your choice of tour operator matters a great deal. They will not only guide you through the mountains, but organize and oversee almost every single aspect of your experience and personal safety. As you would expect, budget operators will have to cut corners, often with the quality of their cooked food, the caliber and condition of their camping and safety equipment, and the salaries and training provided to their crew. Oh, and toilets. We will get to toilets in a moment. If pre- and post-accommodation and transportation are included in your package, these will be more basic and economical too. No surprises there. So do your research and don't be afraid to ask questions. Above all, the safety and credentials and reputability of the team behind you is fundamental. Number 6, prepare for mosquitoes. Insects, and especially mosquitoes, can be a small nuisance on the Inca Trail. This is because you spend a good deal of your time in moist cloud forest. However, with the right gear and some good habits, you can deal with them effectively. Make sure to treat any exposed skin with an insect repellent and to pack some long sleeve clothing as a protective option. The good news is that the risk of mosquito-borne diseases like malaria and Zika are very low along the Inca Trail, so mosquitoes aren't dangerous, just a little annoying. Number 7, you can rent or buy gear in Cusco. Pretty much any of the trekking gear you might need for the Inca Trail can be found in the city of Cusco. Renting or buying in Cusco can be a particularly useful strategy if you're traveling elsewhere before or after your trek and don't want to lug around heavy or bulky items in your luggage. If you're a bargain hunter, you can also save yourself money by hopping in a taxi and taking the 10-minute drive to the shopping mall outside of the historic center. Here you can find some particularly good deals. But before you do anything, please first check in with your tour operator to see what, if anything, they include in your package fee or can rent you themselves. Often tour operators have a stockpile of sleeping mats, sleeping bags, winter jackets, duffel bags, and trekking poles. By the way, for anybody looking for a deeper understanding of trekking the Inca Trail, we've popped a link to our ultimate Inca Trail PDF guide in the pinned comment below. It's completely free and offers a depth of knowledge that we simply cannot cover in such a short video. From safety, weather, and trekking seasons to food on the mountain and a complete packing list. We hope it helps. Toilets on the mountain. It's a good idea to check whether a tour operator provides more sanitary, portable toilets or not. Here at Follow Alice, we provide chemical Western toilets on all our Inca Trail treks. They are cleaned daily and reserved solely for you and your fellow Follow Alice clients. Budget operators often don't provide anything, meaning that you'll have to use the communal squat toilets, which are not the most convenient, hygienic, or pleasant, to put it lightly. If this is something that matters to you, best to check. Number 9. It's useful to carry some soles, the local Peruvian currency, with you on the Inca Trail. This is because there are opportunities on the first 2 days to buy snacks and cold drinks, as well as use toilets along the trails. Number 10. It's customary to tip your crew. While Peru doesn't have a tipping culture in general, tipping is a universal custom on the Inca Trail. The crew work admirably to ensure that you're having the adventure of a lifetime, and for many climbers, the bonds developed with their mountain team become a standout highlight of their trip. So while tipping is not mandatory, we have no doubt that you'll wish to acknowledge the hard work they put in. Tips are pooled and shared amongst the crew at the end of your trek in a small ceremony. In terms of how much to tip, this depends on the size of your group and supporting team, but you can expect somewhere in the region of $200 give or take. Best idea is to speak to your tour operator to learn more. So, are you ready for the adventure? If you're excited to join a trip, feel free to take a peek at our departures and itineraries at followalice.com. Every year, we take thousands of happy travelers to some of the world's most extraordinary destinations, from Everest Base Camp, Mount Kilimanjaro, and the Inca Trail. And we would love to take you. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more content like this one. Safe travels, everyone!